Hey guys, GSR69 here. I thought I'd bring you another Star Trek video. Don't worry, the channel's not turning into a Star Trek channel. It's just I'm having one of those kind of moods where I found this game at the back of the cupboard and I thought, hey, I'll make a video about it because I haven't played it for a long time and it's a really good game. Um, this particular game, you're only going to see a little bit of it looking like this. This is obviously Star Trek Bridge Commander. It came out early 2000s and at the time, this was one of the best Star Trek games they made. It was in the golden era, smack bang between, I believe, Armada and Armada 2. Bridge Commander came out, and yeah, this game was, one of the last good Star Trek games that they made before it went to shit, basically. Obviously, you got a campaign mode you can choose, sort of like what difficulty level you want to play it as. First officer's pretty easy, captain's a good setting, admiral is just insane. I don't really want to show you the campaign on it because it's a big campaign and for its time it was a pretty big in-depth campaign. It was felt like you were doing an episode of Star Trek. It did have multiplayer obviously, and the quick battle is what I'm going to show you now.
Our ship is equipped with a tactical simulation mode. From my console,
Yep.
I can create
Okay, yeah. Well, didn't mean to do that.
simulations of ships.
Let's shut her up. Right. So basically, you're on the bridge of a starship. That was the I believe that was the advert for it. It was like Star Trek Bridge Commander. You have the con, and obviously, this is the Bridge of a Galaxy class. This is the first starting ship you have in the campaign. Let's see if I can actually see it. Yeah, there you go. Now, as you can see, the graphics aren't the best. Let's just put it to a stop. If it will let me. No, it's decided it's going for a wander. Right. Well, anyway, so this is the Galaxy class. I believe it's the Dauntless this is called. Well, I would tell you if the light wasn't so bright. But, yeah, for its time, the graphics were pretty good. I mean, I've got this set to the highest it'll go, which is 1024 by 768, which is low res graphics. But back in the day, obviously this was high end. I did want to show you more of the settings before I do that actually. So let's just abort that mission. So obviously you can set all your graphics up. You've got your controls, the sound. I've had to turn the sound off because Star Trek music, YouTube,
Our
copyright.
ship is equipped with a tactical
I've done it again.
simulation mode.
Yeah, right, so anyway, quick battle setup. So this is kind of sort of like the bread and butter. You can obviously fight as the Federation, the Klingons, the Ferengi, Romulan, Cardassian, Kessok. They're the main enemy in the campaign. They got some pretty beastly ships though. I mean, that thing there, that is evil. That makes a Dominion battlecruiser look like a pansy. Obviously just junk basically. Why did you use that, I don't know. And then you have obviously your bases. I don't believe they have Deep Space Nine. Oh, they do. There you go. Well, it's not Deep Space Nine in this. And yeah, so you can just mess about. So let's fight the Ferengi, but we'll set them on low so it's quick and easy. So you've got the Ferengi there, and then you've got your player and region. You can choose, whatever you want to go as. We'll go as the Federation, and you have the Akira, the Ambassador, Galaxy, Nebula, and Sovereign. Let's go for the Nebula. It's a good ship. And we'll fight there. Fight by the sun. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to load. There you go. So obviously it's a Nebula class vessel. Let's just lock onto this guy. Oh, it's firing on me. Let's give as good as we get. In fact, we'll tell the AIs, the good thing about this game, you can control the ship, by,
Your order,
point
sir?
and click.
Your orders, Captain?
But the best way to do it, obviously you can control it on standard keyboard, WASD, and then so your mouse does your mouse fires your phasers and your torpedoes. Let's have a quick look at the torpedoes, give them a good little blast. 2. Is that it? It's been a while since I played the actual standard game. Let's just concentrate on getting this guy. Maybe I should have gone for a sovereign, it'd have been over a bit quicker. Mind you, we're hurting him. But yeah, let's get the AI to do it. And then obviously the other good thing about this game was, you know, you had sort of like cinematic views. There you go.
Sir, we are draining their top shield.
Ferengi's getting a bit of a kick in now, which is always
Sweeping
good.
through phaser arcs.
So you have like 5, but you sort of wide target. There you go. That's a better view. Just watch it through this. Let's have a look actually at the target we're just shooting at. You see the damage modelling isn't great.
Lining up
It's
forward torpedo tubes.
a bit, you know, not the best way to describe it. Okay, well that's a tough old ship.
Their top shield has
Let's
failed.
target some subsystems. Let's go through phases. They're
Sweeping
pretty
through
much
phaser
damaged.
arcs.
I'm going to take control of this because this AI is just, you know, too cautious. Full power, spin her around. Actually, let's send some more power to the weapons. Ah,
Target hull integrity at
There we go.
50%.
I'm aiming for something else, but it's just aiming for the middle of the ship. Wow, that... Yeah, the graphics haven't aged well. It could be worse, could be playing Star Trek Online.
Target hull integrity at
Right.
20%.
So his phasers are out now. What should we take out? Let's take out his shields, which is in the same place. Let's give him a nice little rear
Target's hull
torpedo
has been
shot.
breached, Captain.
I think that should do it. Let's have a quick zoom in on him. Nope, didn't kill him.
Sir, they have hull breaches on multiple decks.
That's the other thing. The crew kind of randomly spout stuff out. Oh, it's firing. Oh, that's not too bad. Game over, pal. Nope.
Their hull is
Jesus.
severely damaged, sir.
Unfortunately, with this kind of game mode, you can't jump around systems like you can in the campaign. But right, so he's dead. But what I'm going to show you on this is a mod called the Kobiyashi Maru mod, which is
Simulated enemy
almost
Ferengi
a...
marauder has been destroyed. That's
Yep.
it. We got him.
Okay, right, that's it. Yeah, the Kobiyashi Maru mod is basically a full game conversion. It changes everything. So let's just have one more quick look at this. Got my buttons
Your
now.
orders, sir?
So let's end the combat. Obviously, you got other nations. So obviously, I've shown you the Federation. Well, I've shown you the Nebula. You have the Klingon, the Brave Vulture, the Ferengi Marauder, which is what we just killed, a Romulan Warbird, which is a beast, Cardassians, Galor, Keldon, and a hybrid ship. Because in the campaign, they kind of tricked these guys into making them technology. So yeah, that is Star Trek Bridge Commander. Oh, I've done it again.
Our
That
ship
is
is equipped with a tactical...
Shush. That is Star Trek Bridge Commander, you know, standard out the box. Now let's see what some very talented modders did with Bridge Commander and have a look at and compare the differences, so you know you guys can decide whether or not you'd like to play a game like this. Right guys, so first thing you can notice is this screen is totally different. They've got some footage from, I believe, the final episode Voyager, and then down here, that is for a totally different Star Trek game. I think it's called Dominion Wars or something, Deep Space Nine Dominion Wars. Obviously this stuff up here is still the same, you know, the multiplayer. There's still some people playing multiplayer. There's, you know, the diehard Star Trek fans still doing it. I've only ever done it a couple of times, and I couldn't get to grips with it because these guys have been playing it since like 2000, so they just basically kicked my ass. But the fun thing you'll notice is there's a different app on the controls, which is the customize. Obviously, I've got it set to 1600 by 9. It can go higher, but if I do, it makes the game crash and then I can't load it again. Why's that turned off? So yeah, you see you've got your additional resolutions which you can change. Controls, there's something else added to it when you get the Kobiyashi Maru mod is you can walk around your bridge, which is quite nice. Nice little touch. And then obviously here you go, here's all your configurations. You got your, these are your engineering ones, your bridges, Deep Space Nine, that's like a whole, this mod is like a total conversion, and the DS9FX is another conversion inside a conversion, if that makes sense. And then this is the most important mutators. This is what you can turn on and off, so you can kind of modify your game as much as you want, sort of thing. If you want to play the campaign with Kobiyashi Maru, if you run it with this, it's probably going to crash. So if you turn all these mutators off, you should be able to play the campaign without any problems. The only difference is, I believe, the Galaxy class vessel is different. It's it's called the Galaxy instead of the Dauntless, and it's basically a war refit. It's got a hell of a lot more firepower, so it can make the game a bit easier. And the Sovereign in the campaign is a bit OP. But yes, there's just so many options. I'm also running some other mods. Oh, I need that on. Looked like I did this actually. Been playing without that one. Don't know what it does, but you know, it's good to have it on. Yeah, so you want to have all this stuff turned on. Sometimes when you add mods, it does turn them off. So you'll play the game and think, hang on a minute, this is like normal standard bridge commander. And then you look at your mutators and everything's turned off, turn it back on, everything's sorted. It's a weird little thing, but it's a mod, so you can't really complain. Obviously, I'm going to go and do the same as what I did before, but as you can see, you've still got your episode select, you've got quick battle, but you've got Galaxy Charts War Simulator. That's basically the whole universe or galaxy is at war still, and you fly around like you do in quick battle, but unlike standard bridge command, you can actually jump from system to system, or walk from system to system, sorry. And also you get messages like the Dominion are attacking here, the Cardassians are attacking there, Klingons are attacking here, help them, defend them, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it makes it a bit more interesting. It's like a whole new game mode. You can select whatever ship you want and then just basically do what you want. So I'm just going to load up a quick battle, but it does take a little while to load when I'm using Kobiyashi Maru because my machine, as I said in the past, is a bit of a dog. Right, first thing you'll notice is the crew looks different. That's because this is a mod crew. This is the abandoned EF2 crew. It's on the Bridge Commander Battlefront webpage. There's, like I say, there's millions of mods. There's still people making mods for this game today. So it's the same as before. This is just obviously you start off with the Sovereign, which I don't want to show you that just yet. Right. So yeah, you still got your standard. There's your tactical officer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, navigator, engineer. Where's the science officer? There he is, over in the corner, and there's your first officer. So basically, it's
Your
the same as
orders,
before.
Captain?
You'll notice there's some extra options on this bit. You know, you've got your seatbelt so you can't walk around. Self-destruct mode, if you know you can't win and you just want to end it all. You can switch sides, add ships on the fly, abandon ship, put your damage reports, that kind of stuff, and then MVAM, multi-vector attack mode, I believe it stands for. Basically, if you're in ships that have that ability, you can press that button and your ship will split into multiple ships and you continue fighting. But I'll probably show that on another video. So here's the selector. Basically, there's a lot more ships on here. Before you only had that, and that. Now you've got Borg, Breen, a hell of a lot more Cardassians. Breen are evil because they have that weird little weapon that shuts your powers down, and I hate them. The Borg are proper Borg. If you mess up once, they will rip you apart and basically give you a bad day. Dominion, the attack ship, which is a pretty easy ship to kill, but it will ram you just like the TV show. That thing is a tank, and then that thing is, oh, I hate that ship. Then obviously a little transport vessel. Ferengi, still just got the Marauder, Kessock.
Sit,
they're
wait,
pretty
and hope
much
for the best.
the same. I really need to mute those guys. Klingons, you have a hell of a lot more. You just had the Bird of Prey and the Negvar, not the Negvar. The Vulture, that's it. You had just those two. Now you've got the Felka Mark II, which is a pretty tough ship. The Katinga, the Cavort, the Negvar, that is a beautiful ship. And then Star Trek 6 Bird of Prey, I think this one can actually fire while it's cloaked. Other ships they added sort of like, you know, the Kazon, little merchant freighter space pirates. Those guys are they're really easy to kill. The Mirador, and that's a pretty tough little ship to kill. The Promillion, they're just cannon fodder. The Species 8472, yeah, unless you're using a really OP ship, you don't want to fight one of them because they just rip you apart. Let me just go back up so I can open the Romulans. One thing I do wish I had like the scroll bit, but it doesn't work on this because it's too old. And now you have a hell of a lot of Romulan vessels now. And it even has that bad boy, the Scimitar. Lovely ship, absolute tank, and yeah, lives up to its name. She's a Predator. So I think we'll do the same what I did in the Bridge Commander. I think we'll just put up Ferengi Marauder, and then we'll go as a...
Because, Ensign, making a solid object move through warp is a much more...
These guys are annoying me now. Voice. Turn that crap off. Right. So yeah, obviously there's a lot more bridges now. You've even got where is it? Oh, where'd it go? A Galor bridge for the Cardassians. I'm not sure if there's a Klingon one. I think there is. No, it must have been a download I had a long time ago. But yeah, Federation ships, boom. There's a lot more ships to choose from. These ones in yellow are mod ships I've downloaded. But yeah, you got the Achilles, which is a beast. That thing is... That's sort of like on the Sins of the Solar Empire video I did. That is actually probably a Titan. That would be classed as a Titan if it was in the game. The Aegean, which is from one of the Bridge Armada games. It's just the support ship basically. Obviously the Akira is a warship. The Ambassador, the Cheyenne, Constitution, you know, if you want to reenact the Wrath of Khan, you get the Defiant, which is a very good little ship. Excalibur, the Titan from the Sins of the Solar Empire game, and you know, I think some fan books and stuff have said that is actually the Titan, so I don't know. I'm not a full-on Star Trek fan. I just like spaceships, and I'm a big kid really. The best ship ever made in Star Trek, the Excelsior. The Eximus, which is... I've never used it, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. You Star Trek fans will definitely recognise that. The Galaxy X. That's the war refit of the Galaxy. It's just an overpowered death machine. Voyager. Miranda, obviously. And the Nebula. So we'll go as a Nebula, but this time we'll actually have a Nebula bridge, and we'll fight at Burin 2. Okay, so first thing you'll notice is obviously the graphics are totally different. Let me just stick it to red alert. This is the Nebula bridge, by the way. Oh, shit. Let me just turn the sounds down a little bit. That's a bit loud for when I'm trying to record. That'll do. So, yep. Let's just tell him to engage quickly, and we can have a look at the little cinematic views. So there's the Nebula this time. Look at the difference between the Nebula from Stop the Bridge Commander and Standard, and this, sorry, the Kobiyashi Maru mod. And also, you know, there, she's got a hell of a lot more firepower. I'll take control of it, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed the last 2. One of the downsides that people have said about Kobiyashi Maru was it kind of turned the starships into just torpedo launching death machines, basically. As one of the complaints about Kobiyashi Maru was, you know, every starship has an insane amount of torpedoes. I mean, this is the stock nebula. I've got a mod nebula that's got even more firepower. But this one has, you know, full range, full arcs of phaser fire. And you'll notice with a little mod, that damage model looks a little bit better. It looks like, you know, there's all those emergency force fields going on to protect, you know, people floating out in space, and the ship's pretty much, that ship's pretty much screwed. I think I've took out his engines. No, his engines are good. Where's he got us? Oh, no, he's just... No, I thought he'd given up. Let's take out his impulse engines. Let's just get stationary. Oh, don't want to stick it in reverse. Right. This barrage should kill him. Oh, no, there he goes. Now you'll notice something else. The ships explode a bit better. Let's just go to green alert. So let's have a quick look. This ship hasn't got a registry on it because this is just a stock one. I think the mod that I put on for the nebulas kind of overwrit it. But yeah, the detailing is a hell of a lot better than the standard game. Obviously, I'm running at 1600 by 9, so this is as high as I can show you guys what it's like. But the best thing about the Kobiyashi Maru mod is we can do this. So you got all this settings here. You know, you can in-system warp if you want to get somewhere a bit quicker. You can hail. You can send a distress call, but that is a two-edged sword. You send out a distress call and say the Klingons will turn up to help you, or the Federation. But then also enemies will turn up, so you could get Dominion, Cardassian, Breen, and the Breen are just, like I say, so evil that it's not even funny. But you can set courses to different areas. So let's go to... Where is it? I've gone past it. Deep Space Nine. Okay. I think the game might have just crashed. Let's just... Nope. There we go. Then we jump to warp. Alright, 216 seconds. I think I'll skip this until we get there. Okay guys, so we're at Deep Space Nine. Because of the sort of time frame in the game, it's based just after the Dominion War, so it's still got some defense ships there. There you go, there's the Excalibur, Titan, whatever you want to call it. Good old little Defiant. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Miranda. Lakota. That's a sexy ship. The Lankin. Oh, Danube and what's it, Peregrine fighters. Nice. And then the Dominion showing up, and I'm on yellow alert. Shite. Oh! Oops. I seem to have flown into Deep Space Nine. But there's something I want to show you quickly. I want to sort of show you a comparison of what the ships kind of look like in the original game and what they look like in this game side by side. So we'll have a quick look at that, and then I'll go into some more detail of Kobiyashi Maru. Right guys, so here's the comparison. This is Bridge Commander stock, as you can obviously tell, and then this is obviously Kobiyashi Maru. These are both ambassador classes. The main difference, as you can tell, is obviously the detailing. Main noticeable difference you can see is obviously the deflector dish on this is basically just drawn on. I hope you can see it pretty well. I don't have Photoshop, so this is the best I could do. Whereas this, you know, has the glow, it shows depth. They both have the nacelle glows, window lights, but obviously in greater detail. This on Bridge Commander Kobiyashi Maru mod is on 1600 per 9 because that is the highest my machine goes to. If you've got a more powerful machine, which 99% of people do compared to me, yeah, you can go even higher, you know, run it in full 1080p and it purrs along like a happy little kitten. This, I believe, is 1064 by 800 or something like that, some silly resolution, and that is the max the game will go on without the mod, because obviously, you know, it's a game from what, 2000, 2001, so back in the day this was probably state-of-the-art graphics. This was like, holy shit, this is film quality almost. But obviously in today's world you don't want to play games that, you know, look like this anymore, unless, you know, you're really into retro stuff. So these are obviously the main differences. You know, that looks terrible, blocky. You know, it's just ugh. Whereas this, you know, at a quick glance you could almost say that was almost like the quality you'd see on the TV or in the films. So let's get back to the game and let's have a look at some other differences of Kobiyashi Maru. So there you have sort of the comparisons. I did want to show you the, I believe it's the Gamma Quadrant, but after that little accident, and the video's getting on a bit now, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sure you can still get hold of you know, Star Trek Bridge Commander from online suppliers and eBay and places like that. I've seen it for like £3 on eBay in some areas, so it's not an expensive game. The Kobiyashi Maru mod is what you want to get though. That is the mod that totally changed this game. You can convert this game to anything you want really. You can have, obviously, this, the Kobiyashi Maru, you can convert it to Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5 and even Stargate. So, you know, the modding community for this game is massive. Don't, you know, look at it and go, oh, it was from 2000, 2001, it's old and not worth it. It is worth it because this is the Kobiyashi Maru 2011 mod. They've stopped making it now. I think they've just given up because they did it for 11 years pretty much. And it's fun, and if you're bored of Star Trek Online or you just fancy playing a good Star Trek game, this is a game that you can just spend hours on. There's YouTubers out there that have made full-on, full-scale wars using this game and this mod, and it looks really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Normal videos will resume. This was just a video I wanted to make for you guys for a long time, and I finally got around to doing it. So yeah, don't worry, I'll go back to other games, and Omega's still churning out, you know, Spin Tires and The Hunter. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you later.